we need to work out the area of triangle BCD. BCD. So this is the triangle we need to work out. At the moment, we only know the 25-degree angle. That's the only information we have about that triangle. So we need to find some more information. So I'm looking at the triangle ACD, and I'm going to try and find out the length CD here, this length here. I can use the cosine rule to work out that, because in triangle ACD, we don't have any matching pairs. We know this angle, but we don't know this side. We know this side, but we don't know this angle. We know this side, but we don't know this angle. So that's why I'm going to use the cosine rule. So cosine rule is a squared equals b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cos a. So the a is going to be my x. The b and the c don't really matter, so my b can be the 3.8 and the c can be the 4.9. You can write those either way round, it doesn't matter. And the a has to be the angle that's opposite the side we're working out, that's the 80 degrees. So if we put that into our calculator, we find that x squared is 31.983. We need to square root that. And we find that x is 5.655. Try not to do too much rounding at this stage. We only want to round our answer at the very end. So either use the answer key, or make sure you use at least 4 or 5 decimal places for each calculation. Right, now we know this side here. I can now use that to help me to work out this angle here. You can use the sine rule, or you can use the cosine rule. It's up to you. I'm going to use the cosine rule for angles, which, if we rearrange this formula to make the cos A the subject, so I'm going to add this to the left-hand side so it becomes positive, and then I'm going to subtract the a squared from the right-hand side. I'm going to get 2bc cos A is equal to b squared plus c squared minus a squared. And then I'm going to divide both sides by the 2bc. Right, so we're going to use this formula to work out this angle here, which means that the side A, this one here, will have to be the 4.9, the one opposite it. The B and the C don't really matter. You can put those in either order. So my B, that can be the answer that I've just found. So use the answer key, or use your 5.6553. Make sure you use the decimal places to get an accurate answer. The C can be the 3.8, and the A is the 4.9. So if we do that, we get 0.52147. We're going to do cos inverse of that to actually work out the missing angle. which is 58.5689. Right, now we know that angle there, we can use that to work out this angle here, because we know angles on a straight line add up to be 180. So if I do 180 take away the 58.5689, I find that this angle here is 121.431. So in that triangle BCD, remember we are trying to work out the area of triangle BCD, trying to work out the area of this triangle here. We've got two of the angles in that triangle already. Remember the formula for working out the area of a triangle is half AB sine C, where C is the angle that's in between the two sides A and B. So if I'm going to use this angle here, then the two sides I would want to use will be this side and this side. If, however, I were to use this as my side C, as my sine C, then it would have to be these two sides that I use. In either case, I need to work out another side in this triangle. So I'm going to work out this long side over here. So let me call that Y for now. To work out that, I'm going to work out this other angle inside the triangle, because I know that the angles in a triangle add up to be 180, and we've already worked out the other two. Well, we've worked out one of the angles, the 121.431, and the other angle is 25. So if we take those away, the remaining angle is 33.5689. We can then use the sine rule to work out side Y. Because we've got a matching pair now, this angle that I've just worked out is a pair with the 5.6553. So using the sine rule, I can say that A over sine A is equal to B over sine B, where if the A is my Y, the angle A will be the angle that's opposite that, so sine 121.431. The B is the 5.6553, and this angle B is the one that's opposite that, which is the 33.5689. If I multiply both sides by the sine 121.431, we can now work out what Y is. Which is 8.72698 And now we are finally ready to work out the area of this triangle, because we know the angle 25 and we know the two sides that are either side of it. So we can use the formula 1/2 times the 5.6553 times 8.72698 times the sine of the 25 and we get our answer, which is 10.42888 to 3 significant figures. The third significant figure is the 4. The number after it is 2, so we're going to round down to be 10.4 centimetres squared. And there we go.